Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Kathy E. Smith, and today I want to talk to you about today is day three and the last day of the challenge. And if you want the recordings, you can get them as a training course along with the VIP workbook. And the VIP workbook has an action plan and embedded videos on how to execute some of these steps. So let me get started. So tonight I want to talk to you about determining your offer, determining your pricing, and what are some of the key elements that you should have as part of your customer sales process, and how to market your offer using ChatGPT? Now, you may or may not have heard that, ChatGPT is very popular, but I'm also going to share with you how to actually use it. And so, if you would like to get a copy of the challenge workbook, I am going to put this in the comments, and feel free to down to download the workbook. So let's get started. This is going to be very quick. So, on day one, I talked about your actual sales funnel or your customer sales process, because after all, a sales funnel is just the journey that you take a potential client or customer through in order to get them to buy your product or service. So, day two, we talked about determining the goal of your sales funnel or customer sales process and determining your offer. And today, three, like I said, we're going to determine your offer. I'll give you some examples. You're going to map out your sales process, or just at the very minimum, make sure that you have these four key elements. And then I'm going to share some screenshots that will share with you how to use chat gpt and what is a prompt. And people talk about that, but they don't really explain what a prompt is. And basically, a prompt is like a command. So a recap of day two is: what is the goal? What is your current message or tagline? Like, what are you using to attract people currently? And I shared a source where you can look up the common hashtags, the top hashtags that people are searching for online, especially on Instagram and I believe it is Twitter, but it's all-hashtag.com. And does your offer provide the ideal customer or client with a transformation? Even if you sell clothes, are people going to feel a certain kind of way when they wear your clothes? If you sell jewelry, how are they going to feel? How does that complement their attire or outfit? If you sell skincare or makeup, how does that make people feel? Or what is the end result? How will they feel afterwards? So, we're going to talk about types of offers. Talked a little bit about this yesterday, but services, whether you're a coach, you might be an accountant, you might be a financial advisor. um what type of offer do you have? Those are examples of services. A digital product might be an ebook, a checklist, a worksheet, a template that people can download. Your book, as you know, books are available via PDF or Kindle. And consultations, might be an offer, a coaching program, a master class, ebooks, webinars, mini courses, a signature course, membership site, physical products, software. Maybe it's an online platform that someone logs in that you offer, and as in Akila Thompson. Oh, Akila, don't kill me. And it's myceoassist.com. Live events, virtual events, done for you services, done with you services. And so these may be your types of offers. Now, the question is, what type of offer will you make or do you currently make? Does your offer provide the ideal customer or client, like I said, with the transformation? And ways to price your offer. Now, this is often something that stumps people, that people have anxiety over. They're afraid to charge. Is it too much? Am I charging too little? What goes into the pricing? So, these are just a few helpful tips that you may use in order to develop your pricing. Set a financial goal. And what do I mean by that? Say your goal is to earn an extra, or your revenue goal is 5K per month. Out of the offers that you make, how much do you have to sell in order to make that 5K? Now, if you are a coach, is that one coaching package, or do you have a smaller product, maybe a workbook where somebody can work through um, different exercises? What does that look like? So, how can you back into that? Evaluate the value and the time and the level of effort that it will take. What did you put How many hours did you put into it? And what do you perceive the value to be based on the time, effort, knowledge, experience? That should determine your price more so than comparison to other people. And then price according to your scale of offers. And what do I mean by scale of offers? A lot of times people might have a signature course, but and that might be over $2,000, or it might be 1997. Then you might have a product that is 997, or you might have a 497, you might have a 97, and you might have a 37 or a $27 offer. So based on that range of things that you offer, what how is your pricing? Now, if you are selling direct sales, then you may not have as much control over the price, but you may also, if you decide to once a week have Makeover Maven Mondays, in which you always feature the latest jewelry, or you give beauty tips, skincare tips, and the like, you might give that on Monday. And so you might have a different range of products. So, for instance, if you sell beauty products, you may focus on a single product, but then you may focus on a bundle. If you buy this kit, maybe there's a kit for, if you have dry skin, maybe there's 3 products that help you with if you have dry skin. So think of these. And maybe if you sell jewelry, maybe you feature a specific color on week 1. Maybe any jewelry that's red, you feature that on Monday, the first Monday of the month. Any jewelry that's green, you might feature that on the second. Any white jewelry, I'm just saying, you may give people reason to tune in. So, whether it's a physical product or a service, do you have a way of determining your price? And so, just to recap, what is your financial goal? And then back your price into that. What type of funnel will you start with? Are you going to start with a $17 product if you are a digital marketer or you do business online or you have a product? Do you have products in a certain price range, low price, mid tier, and high price? However, that's or you might just have a single, but what type of funnel will you start with? Yesterday, I talked about lead generation, product, webinar. What kind of funnel? There's so many types of funnels, but the primary are product funnel, um, appointment funnels, webinar funnels, lead generation funnels, and just general sales where you just offer the item and direct people towards it. And do you have a revenue plan? You'd be surprised. And what do I mean by that? Do you have a planned schedule of every month for the next 3 months, the next 6 months? Do you have a schedule of your offers? And I am currently attending the She Podcast Live 2023, which is about women podcasters, because I will launch a new podcast before the end of this year. And one of the things, one of the women that the speakers was a coach and helping people to monetize their podcast. And she charges 50K. And what she was saying was that a particular client of hers had spent $200,000 on her podcast between equipment and everything to get it operational. And within 75 days, she had made back the $50,000 that she had paid this coach to help her with. But before working with that coach, she was pouring all this money into it, but she did not have an offer. So if you are looking to monetize your podcast, if you are going live stream, it doesn't matter how many followers you have if you don't have an offer. It could be something as simple as, a $7 or $10 offer, but you have to have something if you want to make money. uh, if you want to make money. So then these are four core elements that all funnels should have, whether it's a sales or lead generation. Do you have an attraction component? How can you get somebody to stop the scroll? How can you get somebody to pay attention to your offer? Traffic element. How are you going to get traffic? Because I'm sure you've heard that adage, build it and they will come. No, because that's not true. So, how are you going to direct somebody to your offer? Is that a podcast? Is that videos? Is that short form videos? Is that social media posting? Is that sharing tips? However, how are you going to do that? So attraction, traffic, nurture. Once you get their attention, if they then you don't have something for them to buy right away, how are you going to continue to nurture that relationship? And finally, do you have a conversion element? Do you call to action, subscribe? Do you offer a flash sale? Do you offer a strategy call? Do you say, call this number or text me? How can you get the person to buy your product or service? And now, drum roll, introducing ChatGPT. So on the next slide, when you go to on the next slide, I have the actual link that shows you how to connect with ChatGPT. So remember, I said for this final day, you're going to determine your offer. You're going to map out your sales process, which means the last four elements that you should have for your customer sales process or your customer funnel. And now marketing, because there's no point in having an offer if you do not have any way to market it. Um, and so this ties back into the very first day, and I talked about keywords. Remember, I said keywords are so important. So I before I go to the next slide, I just want to share with you that using Chat GPT requires a prompt. And what is a prompt? It is like a command or something that you can tell it to do. And so I have said these are examples of some of the prompts. Before I go to the next slide, these are some of the prompts that I have said. Um, Create 10 social media posts designed to promote a sales funnel in the manner in which Amy Porterfield or Pat Flynn would present. And ChatGPT spit out 5, 10, whatever number I told it, it spit out that number of social media posts. So you can tell it, create for me 10 attention grabbing sales posts, headlines, 10 headlines. And I would encourage you to check that against the headline analyzer, because remember, you want to have a score of 70% or above so that it will connect with people. So there's so many uses for Chat GPT, and that's why you hear people talking about it. But really, there's no excuse, really. I know of people often were challenged about having content. What am I going to write about? What am I going to live stream about? What am I going to post about? Even though it is AI and artificial intelligence, you still have to have the right prompts or commands to give the Chat GPT to get out of it what you would like to have. And I want to say this, that there is a app or website called Quillbot. And after you get Chat GPT to give you that information, if you're going to have a social media post or an article or a blog post, if you're going to ask, then you should put it through an AI paraphrasing or, like plagiarism tool, and have it reworded, because the search engines are getting smart, especially Google, and they will penalize you and it won't show up as original content. So that's the downside. However, if you want to create an ebook and to sell, have the right keywords, have the right prompt, and you can go to town, because it's not forward facing. Actually, it's not actually searchable. I mean, maybe the headline is, but the actual content is not searchable. So so if you want to create an ebook or help you write a book, or I actually had Chat GPT come up with 10 video scripts, because I use Big View, which is big, BIGVU, which is a teleprompter tool. Love, love, love it. So you can have it create video scripts that you can read and create videos. And this is especially important if you are an introvert and you don't want to be in front of the camera. You can get a teleprompter tool, type it in Word, your script in Word or Google Docs, and copy and paste it into the teleprompter. And then you can just knock out the videos and you can talk to yourself, and then you can just post the videos later. You can, post them to TikTok, you can post them to YouTube, or you can make a video, like even in Canva now, where you can make, if you have Canva Pro, you can make a video with your slides and you can narrate it. And you don't even have to be in front of the camera. So, uh, the next one, so if you want to watch, that's the link. And so you may not be able to see it because it's small, but I asked ChatGPT to create 5 attention grabbing headlines promoting my latest jewelry collection on my weekly jewelry show. And then I hit the green button and ChatGPT will spit out attention grabbing headlines. But again, I want to encourage you to run them through the headline analyzer, make sure that they're going to be attention grabbing. And that's it. So, I hope you have enjoyed these past 3 days. And I am going to have, in the near future, I am going to have a 4-hour boot camp, and it's going to walk you step by step how to create your own funnel with an actual funnel tool, and what are the elements that should be on your sales page or your landing page or your lead generation page, what should be on your thank you page, what will make people want to opt in. I myself have high opt-in rates, and I'm very proud of that. So, uh, if you are watching the replay, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. I will respond on all platforms. I'm streaming live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And if you have any questions, whether it's about ChatGPT, whether it's about the sales funnel process, most importantly, if you would like the VIP workbook, which, unlike the free workbook, the VIP workbook gives you an explanation and definitions for uh, what's a sales funnel, what's an upsell, what's a downsell, what's a bump offer, gives examples. There's embedded videos on how to use Answer the Public. There's embedded videos on how to use Uber Suggest, and there's 7 steps. I condensed them all into 3 days, but there's 7 steps to creating a customer sales funnel process. A customer sales process blueprint. And so if you're interested, just put in the comments VIP. I do plan to run this probably every other month until the end of the year. I may do it again next month, but for now, if you want to create one for your business, just put VIP. And if you like the recordings, put VIP recordings, and I will make them available in a portal all 3 days. So thank you for tuning in. And if you got a nugget out of watching these 3 days and these 3 videos, please share a nugget in the chat. And again, put hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. This will only be up for 24 hours. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I will take this video 3 down. You all just don't know how it hurts me to take it down, but because I didn't do the challenge inside a Facebook group, um, because I didn't do it inside a Facebook group, and that was the rules of my challenge. I take it down after 24 hours. Um, I do take a screenshot of my insights and how many people viewed it and the watch time. I do that before I delete it. So that's all for now. You have been watching the Create Your Customer Sales Process, also known as Your Sales Funnel Challenge. My name is Kathy E. Smith, also known as Resource Rita, and goodbye for now.